Hello and welcome to PM Studios Photoshop tutorial number 4. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do the plastic font that's presented in front of you. It's not exactly the hardest of fonts to do, but it comes out looking really good, as you can see, and it's real fun to make. So I'm going to start off by moving this over here and closing this file out and creating a new one so that we can get to work. Just leave the title as untitled, or if you really want to call it something, you can. Width is going to be 1000 for me, height is going to be 500 for me. You can set those as to whatever you want, just make sure that you have a nice buffer on both sides for the text. Actually, I really don't think it'll matter in this tutorial as long as you can fit all your text in there. So, after we create the document, we're going to go over here to the text tool, and as you can see, I've already selected it. And after we go to the text tool, we're going to go up here to the top. We're going to click on this little color box right here. And what that's going to do is that's going to open up the text color window. And as you can see, we want the text color to be 08B6FF. So we're just going to push OK on that one, then go down here and type whatever text we wanted to type. For me, it's going to be PM Studios. So after we type that in, we really don't have to worry about centering it for the time being. Once you have that typed in and you have it centered and all that other good stuff, just go over here to the layers box and double click on the text window, preferably to the right of the name. And after we do that, we're going to check quite a few layer styles. So we're going to do drop shadow, inner shadow, outer glow, bevel, and emboss, contour, and satin. Sorry, my mind blanked there for a second. First one we're going to be working with is satin. So we're going to go up here, and as you can see, it's set to multiply. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to change the color to 2020F2. It's going to give you a dark blue, and we want the opacity to be 67%, the angle to be -140%. We want the distance to be 4 pixels, and the size to be 10. After we do that, we're going to go up here to bevel and emboss. We want it to be an inner bevel. We want it to be smooth. We want the depth to be 71%. It's going to be in the up direction. Instead of 5 pixels, it's going to be 6 pixels. Leave the soften at 0. The angle is going to be 120, and the altitude is going to be 70 degrees. The highlight mode is going to be screen, white, and the opacity is going to be 100. The shadow mode is going to be multiply black, and the opacity is going to be 0. Inside the contour, we're going to change the range to 83%. Now we're going to go up here to drop shadow. And in the drop shadow box, first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the color of the multiply. And that's going to be changed to 0465 C9. Push OK on that one. And the opacity is going to be 83%. And we are done with that one. Wait, no, my bad. We have 4, 8, and 6. So the distance is going to be 4 pixels, the spread is going to be 8%, and the size is going to be 6 pixels. Now we're going to go to inner shadow, and we're going to leave everything the same except for the opacity is going to be 18%. And that's all you have to do for this one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the inner glow, and it's going to stay at screen. We're going to change the opacity to 52%. Change the color in this box. We're going to leave it one solid color. We're not going to set it as a gradient. We're going to change the color to 70FDFF. After we've done that, we can do the technique is precise. And it's going to go off the edge, or in the source is going to be the edge, and we're going to change the size to 21 pixels. The choke is going to be at 0%, and lastly, but not, we're going to change the range to 100%. That's going to darken it. Now we're going to go to outer glow, and it's going to be the exact same thing as the inner glow. So it's going to be the opacity is 52%, and the color is going to be 70FDFF. And the technique is going to be precise, spread is 0, size is 21, and the range is 100%. push OK, and now for the last little touch on this, we're going to go to Layer, and we're going to make a new fill layer with a gradient, push OK, and we're going to change the gradient to black on both sides. Once we've done that, we're going to change the opacity, the 100% opacity side, to a position of 61. We're going to push OK, and we're going to click the reverse. After we've done that, we're going to drag it under the text layer, and there we go. After we've done that, we can click on the text layer and click on the arrow button right here. We can bring this over here, and we can readjust the text so that it looks as though it's sitting on top of the gradient as soon as it decides to load. All right. So yeah, we can center it right on top of the gradient. That looks about good right there. Now, if we go up here to File and Open, and here's the Plastic PM Studios, and it looks exactly the same, only it's not in the exact same spot. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe, please comment, and please rate this video, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial.